my favourite item in the collection is the Scarifier, because I think it combines two things, functionality and beauty with an added bit of horror. And I think that's the thing about medicine. Medicine is something that we rely on to make us well and keep us well, but is also something that we are also frightened of and suspicious of. Over 2,000 years ago, Hippocrates had a view that the body needed to be in balance. And why was that? It was because there were four humours. There was blood, phlegm, yellow bile and black bile. Now, bloodletting was about restoring the balance. So if you had some certain conditions, it was thought that by bleeding you would feel better and it would restore that balance. Then in 2000 AD, Galen, another great medical theorist, he also supported that view, and that meant that bloodletting was in fact a major form of treating a whole range of conditions until the mid-19th century. Now, the thing about bloodletting is that it didn't necessarily do what it was supposed to do, but at the same time, there wasn't enough evidence that it didn't work either. So if we go back to the Scarifier, what it was this remarkable mechanism to get the blood out. Now, originally, people relied on things like a little lance, which was a little knife, and they'd do a little snip at your elbow or at your neck and the blood would come out. The Scarifier was far more sophisticated. As you can see, this metal object where blades drop down and they just pulled that along your arm, and so the bleeding was quite profuse. So that's why I like it, because of its extraordinary efficiency in terms of collecting the blood. Now, bloodletting was dangerous as well. If too much blood was taken, people would die. The medicinal benefits of it were limited, but it's a very important message here when we look at this object, and why it's so important to have it in the Medical History Museum is we ask the question, why did bloodletting last for so long when it had limited benefits in a whole range of areas and it was used so widely? It was because of the mindset that was around it. It was only when new theories emerged in the 20th century and early 19th century as well, that in fact people questioned that bloodletting was in fact a useful medicinal procedure.